Hi, Virgo. And we have the Strength card. And the Strength card is all about, it's not about white knuckling it and brute strength. It's about vulnerability and sort of putting yourself out there and doing things even if you are afraid, and pushing forward and continuing on even if things are not smooth sailing. You know, it's kind of like in some ways it's a fake it. Was it fake it till you make it? Could be she's here by this, top of the food chain predator, and it's like, I'm just gonna trust that, this lion is tame, like everyone said, and I'm gonna do this. That was kind of a stupid thing to say, but you know what I mean. So you may have been vulnerable recently, and maybe someone sort of unknowingly betrayed sort of you putting yourself out there. It could even be someone just made a nasty comment on Facebook. It amazes me what people will put on social media and how callous they can be. And you're kind of like, wow, I thought you were a friend, but I think it's something that's shaking us a little more than it should, but we're actually going to handle it really well. Oh, and so sort of what is on top of our minds, or the outcome we want most or are most aware of is justice. So there is something we feel unjust about, and we're hoping and wishing for justice in this situation. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So this is rapid change in passion and thoughts and enthusiasm, and could be change in work and job, I call this the honeymoon card, because it's sort of that exhilarating feeling whenever something new comes in. And it happens with relationships, it happens with jobs, it happens with new routines. When you start something, it's really, really exciting and passionate, but it doesn't always last. It doesn't mean it doesn't have to last, but there's that honeymoon, that sweet spot when you have to be a little careful, just because it would be very rare to stay in a honeymoon period for an indefinite amount of time. That's potentially a little unrealistic. We have beautiful cards, really, except for this one, Seven of Swords. And I think it's just going to be a minor hiccup in what's shaping up to be actually a pretty nice week, where we may be finding some vindication almost. And, I think spiritual teachings tell us not to be like that. But you know what? Sometimes when people are jerks and it finally catches up with them, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm not going to worry about, I'm not going to rejoice, but it part of me is like, it's about time, because you can't just keep treating people badly with no consequences. It's just not cool. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So change in passion, change in emotion. Wow, this is quite a reading. These are really beautiful cards. So some people very well maybe meeting someone, or since this is in the the subterranean subconscious realm, it may be that someone that you've had your eye on, that relationship is actually going to move forward somehow. You're going to get asked out, or it's going to really blossom into a relationship where you're together in that sort of honeymoon period, and they're going to be, and I feel like it may have been building for a while, but it's going to come on somewhat fast. And it may be something that, or even a job too, a partnership of some sort. It may have been a long time in coming. And it's going to like be a feeling like finally, you know, finally. Wow. This is quite a card to end on. The Tower. Yes. I really feel like this tower is not striking us. I feel like someone's getting their something's catching up with someone this week. And I think it's probably a situation or a person that we've been dealing with for a long time. And you know, really has not been on the up and up. And I sort of feel like an injustice is going to be righted this week. I think that that's what's really coming through. And I think that's where this this King of Swords, like a person's going to come in who's not going to be swayed by bullshit and or emotions or anything, and really see a situation very clearly and factual, and not even, you know, not be swayed by a smooth talker or excuses, but really look at exactly what's going on, the facts, and I think a situation is going to come in and be rectified in some way in some area of our lives. So this, I'm getting sort of a few different storylines. So I'm sorry if it seems a little jagged. For some people, I just feel like this Seven of Swords and this Tower are connected. And then I also, though, see for some of you a storyline of, and the Justice card. I kind of see strength around dealing with this situation, wanting justice, and then the Tower coming in and righting the wrongs and clearing away anything that was not honest and true. It's like there's a dishonesty here, and it's going to catch up with someone. It could be you. I don't know. I'm sort of feeling like it's a little bit exterior to us. This card's away from this Queen. So I think it's still going to be a little bit emotional for us, because I feel like it's going to be kind of swift, but you know, it's going to bring about change in our motivation and change in our feelings, and I think in a positive way. And it's really going to clear the path for nice change moving forward. Interesting reading. So really appreciate you stopping by and supporting my channel, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.